Something very strange just happened in Congress, and it tells you more than any headline ever could. Before we dive into the full story, comment where you're watching from. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next on. So here's what went down. Pete Hegseth was brought before Congress, and Jason Crow, a former Army Ranger with real combat experience, asked him a very simple question. Does your top legal advisor have a security clearance? Yes or no? That's it. But instead of a clear answer, nothing. No yes, no, just dodging. And here's the problem. This isn't some random staffer. This is someone who travels with him, sits in sensitive meetings, and operates inside the Pentagon. So how do you not know? At one point, the excuse was, it's a big building. That's when it stops being confusion and starts looking like avoidance. Because when a basic yes or no question can't get a straight answer under oath, it usually means one thing. The truth is something they don't want to say out loud.
Mr. Crow.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Secretary, I want to go in a little bit different direction. Timothy Parlatore served as your private attorney, correct?
Correct.
And Mr. Parlatore also served as private attorney for President Trump's campaign, correct?
I'm not privy to every professional position that he's held.
Well, I'll help you out. He did. And you appointed Mr. Parlatore as your senior advisor, correct?
He does reserve duty on behalf of the Navy.
His title is senior as an advisor. You gave him that title, correct?
And I would count him as very much an advisor of mine.
Yep, he travels with you, correct?
Tim Parlatore has been a long-term friend. He's a great patriot.
He travels with you. That's not what I asked. I reclaim my time. He travels with you, doesn't he? He travels with you, doesn't he? Correct? There's public Instagram that shows this. Just say yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay. He sits in meetings with you and advises you, doesn't he?
He sits in some meetings on occasion.
Well, he maintains a desk in an office in the Pentagon, does he not?
I'd have to check.
You don't know?
It's a big Pentagon.
You directly commissioned Mr. Parlatore in the Naval Reserve as a Navy commander in March 2025, did you not?
I was very proud to do so.
And when you did, because he's a Navy Reserve officer, he didn't have to go through the PPO process, the White House Presidential Personnel Office, right? He wasn't vetted by a White House PPO.
Uniformed service members don't get vetted by
the answer is yes. He didn't have to be vetted by a White House PPO. He didn't go through the Senate confirmation process either, did he? The answer is no.
I don't know what you're getting to, but Tim is a fantastic
I'll tell you what I'm getting to. The answer is no, right?
He does great work.
Okay. He didn't maintain a security clearance when you appointed him as special advisor. Is that right?
I'd have to check.
You don't know?
I mean, anybody that has access to sensitive material is going to have the appropriate clearance.
Okay, so when you appointed him as special advisor, he had a security clearance?
You're trying to piece together a timeline.
No, I'm asking a simple question. One of your special, most sensitive advisors, did he have a security clearance?
No, you're playing a gotcha game like you do on TV and everywhere else. You're trying to thread together details that aren't connected about something else.
Clearly, you're concerned about my line of questioning, aren't you, Mr. Secretary? Because you know where it's going, don't you? I think you do. So, does Mr. Parlatore represent foreign governments? He has a private law practice, does he not?
From what I understand of his law practice, he does a lot of great work for service members in the military and other...
He maintains a private law practice. Does he represent foreign governments or foreign persons in that private law practice?
I don't know.
You don't know. Somebody who's sitting in your meetings, a special advisor, you don't know. Does he represent any senior officers who are currently under consideration for promotion by you or your office?
The only person that makes determinations about senior officers is me.
Answer the question. Does he represent senior officers who are under consideration for promotion by you?
No, I'm the one that makes decisions about choosing.
Does he represent them, Mr. Secretary? Does he represent them?
He doesn't represent anyone. He's a legal advisor and always has been.
But he has clients, does he not?
He's a legal advisor to me on reserve duty, and he always has been, and he does a fantastic job.
Is it true that Mr. Parlatore was removed? I reclaim my time. Is it true that Mr. Parlatore was removed from an investigation by the White House last year?
I don't know what you're referring to, but not that I'm aware of.
You're not aware of it? Was it true that you were also removed from that same investigation? The answer is yes.
No, not that I'm aware of.
You're not aware of it. That's interesting. Well, is it true that Mr. Parlatore disparaged President Trump?
I don't know what you're referring to, but no.
Is it true that Mr. Parlatore was accused by President Trump and his lawyers of lying?
What you're accused of is a cute line of questioning that's going nowhere.
Well, it's going somewhere, which is why you're not answering the question. Was it true that he was accused of lying by the president's legal team?
I'm not familiar to. You'd have to give me the context.
Well, it's right
of that
here.
article,
You want to look at the statement from President
anybody
Trump's
could blow
legal
up
team?
a quote and claim it says something, and that's what you're doing in a little stunt.
Secretary Hegseth, what I'm really concerned about is you purport to have unfaltering loyalty to President Trump, and yet you are continuously going.
Oh, you care a lot about
reclaim
President
my
Trump,
time.
don't you?
You are
This
going
is a
behind
cute
his
waste
back
of your 5
and
minutes.
appointing
A
people.
huge,
I reclaim
cute
my time.
waste of your 5 minutes that
I
led
reclaim
nowhere.
my time. You are
Do not
repeatedly
pass go,
going
do not
behind the
collect
president's
Gentleman
Gentleman
back.
from Colorado's
Failed.
time. Go ahead, Mr. Carl.
You are repeatedly going behind President Trump's back, appointing people who he is accused of lying, who the White House is
Gentleman's
accused of
time's
lying.
expired.
And you are not being honest.
Here's the
with
part that
lady.
ties everything together, and it's bigger than just one hearing. There's a loophole in Washington that almost nobody talks about. Normally, powerful Pentagon roles go through two filters. The White House reviews you, and the Senate confirms you. That's by design. No single branch is supposed to control everything. But there's one quiet workaround. Part-time reservists. Slip someone into a military reserve role, and suddenly, no Senate confirmation, no White House vetting, no real scrutiny. And that's exactly what Pete Hegseth is being accused of exploiting. Because once that door is open, you can place someone incredibly close to power, someone who sits in meetings, shapes decisions, and operates inside the Pentagon, without the normal checks ever kicking in. Now layer in the controversy around his advisor, and this stops looking like a coincidence, and starts looking like a system being worked. Even Jason Crow saw it coming. That's why his questions were so precise. He wasn't fishing, he was building a timeline. And the deeper you look, the more uncomfortable the pattern becomes. Questions about conflicts of interest. Questions about access to classified information. Questions about who is really being served behind closed doors. But here's the key moment, the one that says it all. When asked directly under oath about something as basic as a security clearance, the answer wasn't clarity. It was, I don't know. And that wasn't random. That was a calculation. Because sometimes in Washington, sounding uncertain is safer than saying something that can be proven later. That's what this whole exchange revealed. Not just a personnel issue, but a system of workarounds, denials, and carefully chosen words, all operating in plain sight.